Improving soil health often begins with the usual suspects: compost, manure, or store-bought amendments. But there's a deeper layer to long-term soil fertility that goes beyond simply adding inputs. Building resilient living soil is really about working with nature, not just dumping nutrients in and hoping for results. The most effective soil builders understand that true soil improvement is a slow, steady relationship with biology, structure, and the quiet forces beneath the surface. One often overlooked technique involves using alfalfa pellets. While commonly sold as livestock feed, these compacted nuggets of dried alfalfa are packed with nitrogen, trace minerals, and triacontanol, which is a natural plant growth stimulant. When buried a few inches into the soil and watered, alfalfa pellets slowly break down, feeding microbial life and attracting earthworms. This interaction creates a nutrient-rich zone that activates biology, encourages better root penetration, and improves texture and drainage, all without the need for tilling or synthetic additives. The effect is subtle at first, but over time these small pockets of decomposition become centers of fertility that ripple outward through the entire bed. Another transformative but underestimated method is to plant deep-rooted cover crops, even in small garden spaces. While most gardeners think of cover crops as something for farms or large plots, even raised beds can benefit from crops like daikon radish, comfrey, or borage. These plants send roots deep into compacted layers, loosening soil mechanically and biologically. As they grow, they bring nutrients up from below and release root exudates that feed beneficial microbes. When cut and left to decompose in place, their biomass returns to the soil surface, acting as a slow-release mulch that enhances fertility, structure, and water retention, without the need to import anything. Adding vertical organic matter is another underutilized approach. Instead of simply layering compost on top, burying narrow columns of organic material, such as chopped kitchen waste, alfalfa pellets, or leaf mold, in vertical holes encourages deeper root activity and vertical worm movement. Known as pit composting or trench composting, this method creates vertical zones of microbial life and organic decay that support sustained plant nutrition. It's especially useful in hard soil, where nutrients often stay near the surface and struggle to move deeper. These vertical channels act like compost cores, slowly improving soil column by column without disturbing nearby roots. Living mulch is another powerful way to improve soil while suppressing weeds. Plants like clover, creeping thyme, or low-growing chamomile can be grown around the base of crops or between rows. These living covers help regulate soil temperature, protect against erosion, and feed the soil through continuous root exudates. As the roots of the mulch plants interact with soil biology, they create a diverse underground network that enhances microbial resilience and creates a healthier, more balanced environment for vegetables. Instead of relying on constant mulching with wood chips or straw, the living mulch approach builds soil actively while contributing beauty and biodiversity. Lastly, inviting earthworms directly into the garden through buried organic worm bait stations can drastically accelerate soil improvement. A simple hole filled with alfalfa pellets and covered with soil becomes a magnet for earthworms. As they feed, they aerate the soil and leave behind castings that are more potent than any bagged amendment. Unlike random composting, this targeted method creates micro-ecosystems beneath the surface that concentrate worm activity in zones where it's needed most, around plant roots. Over time, the result is fluffier, richer, more biologically active soil that supports healthier crops with fewer inputs. These 5 methods focus not on what you add to the soil but how you build it, by activating biology, supporting structure, and encouraging nature's own systems to do the heavy lifting. True soil health doesn't come from a product, it comes from process. Every buried pellet, every decomposing root, every worm tunnel becomes part of a self-renewing engine that keeps working long after planting day. To learn more regenerative gardening techniques that bring soil back to life without constant inputs, subscribe to Soil Doctor and share this video with fellow growers who are tired of lifeless beds. The path to thriving soil lies just below the surface, if you know how to wake it up.